my name is Bree and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a different approach with our videos. Instead of doing a book review, what we're going to do is we're going to be giving writing tips. So this video is more geared toward my writers and my authors who happen to be watching my videos. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to write a first draft of a novel, but before we get to that, I want to talk more about a plotter versus a pantser. In just a moment, I will give you the definition, but before you forget, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And please also follow my social media down below in the description to get more fun videos and fun tips. So what is the plotter versus a pantser? Let's start with plotter. So a plotter is someone who will take time to pre-write before diving right into their first draft. So this typically means that they'll be making a plot outline, they build characters, give them names, give them physical attribution, give them personalities, and a little bit of a backstory. So then sometimes we get into world building, so if you're a science fiction or a fantasy writer especially, you will be spending some time world building. Is it going to be like Earth? Is it different than Earth? If so, how is it different? Technology-wise, government-wise. So an author that uses the plotting method is Brandon Sanderson. He talked about extensively how he likes to plan his books before he jumped in. Now let's talk about what a pantser is. A pantser is someone who does not typically do any pre-writing. So that can go as far as not making any outline, not coming up with a plot, not making any characters. Basically anything that a plotter does, a pantser typically does not do.
Oh, I get it. You don't know what day it is, do you? It's opposite day.
This could be different, meaning first before you start writing a novel, you want to have some basic concept of what you want to write. So let's just say you want to write a romance novel. You want to have some basic ideas to the story. If the characters already know each other or if they don't know each other. Are they friendly with each other at first or enemies at first? Are they childhood best friends or are they strangers that bump into each other and spill coffee on each other? And that's how you meet. So you want to have some basic concept to what you want your story to be before you get into it. The biggest thing about a pantser is they usually go directly on their impulses. So they don't stop and think whether those impulses could be correct for the story or incorrect. They will come across that problem later. So an author that's a pantser is Stephen King. He usually likes to go right into it without much pre-writing. So every writer is different, whether they're a plotter or a pantser. But we also have those writers who could be a mixture of both. I am one of those writers. If I plan too much before I write my story, then I will feel burnout and I won't get to writing it. However, I need to have some kind of structure before I start or else I don't know where to get started. So for me, what I do that typically works for me, I will come up with a plot, a subplot, I will write up some basic characters, typically only the main characters, and I will also write an outline as I'm writing each chapter or each scene. And since I am more of a fantasy writer, I will sometimes world build. I won't go into heavy detail, but I will get basic knowledge of the world that I know will definitely pop up in my story. And if I want to add some more stuff that may or may not be in the story, I usually do that as I'm writing. Now there's one thing I typically avoid doing while I'm writing, and that's editing while I write. Now I will get to this more in a later video, but I'm going to touch on it a little bit since it kind of relates to being a pantser. So pantsers typically edit while they write or they revise. I don't do that because if I do that, then I might be stuck on a sentence or two or a scene or two and I won't move along. I will just be stuck and then I burn out.
It's lopes! We need to get out of here! The door's jammed! Push harder!
A lot of the times I tell other writers to wait to edit, but sometimes people like to edit as they write. Again, it depends on the writer and depends on what works for you. So before I end this video, I would like to introduce a writing prompt. I will be doing them at the end of all my writing videos. This video is writing prompt, and you can leave it down in the comments below so I can read them. The prompt is going to be on the screen. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. I will see you guys next week. Bye!